Hey everyone, before we get into our project, the first thing that would be really helpful is if we fill our needle nose bottle with our Elmer's glue. Alright y'all, so let's get into quilling. We're going to do a basic quilling technique. This is like the foundation for everything. We're going to do a tight coil. So what you're going to need is your quilling tool, and you're going to need a piece of the quilling paper. At the tip of your quilling tool, you'll notice that there's a slot. This is where the paper goes. You can leave a tail if you want to, or try to get as close as possible. But what you're going to do is you're just going to roll it on the quilling tool. You're going to hold it in one hand and roll it in a comfortable position, and then use the other hand to kind of guide the paper and keep it as even as possible. Alright, so we're just going to continue quilling and rolling this until we get to the end of the piece of paper. So while we are rolling our coil, I just wanted to mention that there is a bonus guidebook that's in your kit this month that has all of the different types of shapes that you can make using this coil as the foundation. So please make sure you check that out. So now that our coil is finished, we're going to take it off, okay? So you can just kind of push it up from the bottom to try to get it off in one piece, okay? That is the idea. Next, we're going to take our wooden quilling tool, and you're going to slip your coil into the slot that represents the size that you're looking for. Here, my coil, I have to use my fingers to try to get it to unravel just a little bit to get to the size. But it's interesting because sometimes you'll put it in and it'll just start to unravel and get to the perfect size. This tool is helpful in helping you create uniform size coils. Okay, so that's what the purpose of this tool is, to create coils that are uniform in size. Once you have the size that you're going for, you can go ahead and take that needle nose bottle of glue and add a little bit to the edge of the paper, that little edge right there, just so that you can secure it. Once you do this, you can go ahead and set it to the side, and then you can start working on your next coils. You can make as many coils as you want depending on. So for our project, we have decided that we're going to make some flowers and some flower stems. We're just going to keep it simple with the coils, right? Each coil is going to represent a flower. For these stems, in the next video, we're actually going to show you a little bit more advanced method that will work perfectly for the stems. We just decided to get creative, just like we encourage you all to do during this project, to do whatever you want to express your creativity. You do not have to follow exactly what we're doing. But we're making 3 flowers, and then we're going to make a couple stems. So let's show you how we make a stem real quick. So again, we're taking our paper and we're going to go ahead and we're going to make that coil just like we've been making, right? That same coil. Alright, so once we're finished that coil, we're going to put it into our wooden tool, and as you can see, that one unraveled itself. We made it a little bit larger than the other coils that we did, right? So this one's a little bit looser. We're going to try to take it out, and then here's where the magic is going to happen. Okay, we glue it. Alright, I want to make sure you can see this. So we glued it, and now what we're going to do is we're going to pinch one side of it, and this is what is going to make our leaf shape. So now it's like a kind of like a leaf or even a teardrop. So this is another shape that you can use when you're doing basic coiling. Alright, so now we're going to make another leaf to go with that one, and then we're going to just kind of play around with some strips to see what kind of stems we can make. Okay, so we're going to put our design down on one of our note cards. So let's talk about how we glue. So we're putting a pile of glue onto our parchment paper, and then we're going to take a piece of scrap paper or a plastic card or something, and we're going to actually like spread this glue out so that it is a thin coating on the paper. Next, we're going to grab our pieces, and if you have a pair of tweezers, you can try them. I didn't really enjoy it personally, but I know a lot of people use tweezers for this purpose. But what you're going to do is you're going to pick up one of your pieces and you're just going to literally dip it in that glue so that we just get the bottom side of it coated with a thin layer of glue. If you don't spread your glue out, you run the risk of it coming up the sides and then, just kind of adding extra layer of glue to your project. It won't look as clean, won't look as neat. So just something to think about. But once you get the glue on there, you can go ahead and place it where you want it. And you'll do this with all of your pieces until you are finished. Now, again, we decided to do flowers here. You could have did balloons, you could do a gift or a present, you could do any of the shapes. We, again, highly recommend you take a look at that bonus book that we provided because it covers way more shapes than we could in any one video. Alright, so we're going to speed this up as we continue our card. So again, have fun with this. Try different designs. Here we're showing you how to put them on a card, but you could also do other things with these quilt pieces of art. So I think that this came out really cute, and I hope your cards come out amazing and that you gift them to someone very, very special. So until the next video, stay crafty, y'all.